You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. And as we say, each time we have these communications, we are very, very pleased that you are with us. We understand how busy your lives are. We understand the many obligations and costs and little hands tugging at your clothes saying, look at me in your world today. So we really, truly appreciate you being with us. We understand that it is a dedication indeed. These times are rocking your boat. And this is what I would like to address today in this introductory conversation. I would like to remind you of what we have been telling you for a long time, that the increasing frequencies are going to bring up in you anything that you have not yet dealt with. They are going to manifest as anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety is beliefs in the mind that are battling with each other. I want to do something, but I'm afraid. That person looks interesting, but they'll think I'm stupid if I say hello. These kinds of battling beliefs will cause a feeling of loss of peace, anxiety, stress, whatever you want to call it, because the mind is your most powerful creative device, is now working against itself. One foot on the gas, one foot on the brake. I am interested in talking to that person. I'll look foolish if I say hello. I'm interested in talking to that person. They'll think I'm stupid if I say hello when I don't know them. What you have there is a 50-50 split of your mind, and that forward and backward, I want this, I'm scared, I want this, I'm conditioned against it, will bring up a feeling of anxiety. And so this is one of the ways that your surfacing negative beliefs will manifest as a feeling of anxiety or loss of peace. Why? Because the increasing frequencies are activating beliefs that have been asleep for a long time. Many of your beliefs that you have not dealt with have been repressed. That means you've intentionally pushed them away. So, for example, if you feel shame about sexual energy, for example, you will have pushed that energy down, perhaps avoiding physical relationships, intimate relationships, but that energy will always assert itself. So there has been repression and control. So that may be an aspect of your life that now is getting activated. And for those of you that have pushed that energy down, away, or kept it secret in some perhaps distorted form, this does not feel good to you because you have used your creative powers, your beautiful minds, to say no. But with these escalating energies, anything you haven't dealt with is going to surface. So this may mean, for example, that you meet somebody who you are very, very attracted to sexually, and this activates all of this repressed and controlled energy. It may mean that you are faced with speaking to your family about a member of that family, perhaps who abused you as a small child. That was perhaps the precipitating factor in this incarnation for you saying no to sexual energy. That person may come to a dinner, a family dinner. Now, you will look at these examples and know that they seem like objective reality popping up in front of you. This person randomly showing up for dinner, that was the perpetrator in your victim-perpetrator story. But this is how the holographic universe works. This is how the projection works. Because when you have something within you that you have been terrified of, refused, judged against, neglected, pushed down, pushed away, pushed back, it is creating. And as these energies escalate, it will begin to show up out in the world. For example, you might find more sexual conversations coming up at work, turning on movies and finding sexual scenes in them that are disturbing to you. It's a holographic universe. What you do will be demonstrated to you in a multiplicity of ways. This is how the miracle of forgiveness works. Remember, you change your mind, you turn away from judgment and hatred, and so the world becomes a more loving place. And this is a very, very important time for you to remember these great principles, that you are the projector, you are the creator, and your reactivity or response to the world is what dictates how your creative process goes. So when you are being hooked into hatred, you are in the ego mind, you are choosing attack as a solution, you are walking away from love. And what does that make you feel? It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel separated. It strengthens the ego, and the ego says we might die. This could be the end of the world. So these basic principles of A Course in Miracles teachings, of non-dualistic teachings, are very, very important to keep in mind at this time. Because as these energies escalate, we're using our dear one's vocabulary here, everybody's shit is going to come to the surface. And it is not optional. As the increasing light frequencies agitate and escalate and activate the darkness in all of you, it is so that it can be brought to the surface. It is so that it can be seen. It is so that it can be acknowledged. It is so that you can say, I no longer want this. Please assist me, Spirit, God, Jesus, all that is, Ananda. Ask whoever it is that you have a deep connection with to assist in that, the removal of that erroneous belief from your mind. So this is why when we say, step up your game, this is what we are hinting at. We are hinting at you truly grasping the ideas of the mass projection that you are experiencing, that your world is coming from you, and it is a collective creation. So there are some aspects of these dreams that you all share and you all agree to participate in. But make sure you are constantly going back to, how does this belief make me feel? When I yell, attack, discriminate, judge, persecute, how does this make me feel? That is my only indicator of where I am on the moving towards love or away from love road. When you see somebody, a politician, a teacher, an ex-lover, and you feel hatred, you feel judgment, they wronged me, they're doing something bad, it is you. It is you that is choosing not love. And this does not mean you don't care about the world. What it means is that you begin to look in the correct place for your attention to change something. When you look at Donald Trump, many of you are, it's all over the place, people are talking about him all the time. You want to ask yourself, is this person front and center in my life? Are they sitting in front of me at the coffee table here? Are they in my house when I go home? Are they unavoidable? Absolutely not. Completely avoidable. Turn your TV off. We've told you millions of times. If you're choosing to watch it, that's your choice to suffer the way you are. And you must look at this. You must say, well, if they have told us to turn the TV off 100 times, 1,000 times throughout these last 6 years, and I'm still watching TV, then I am getting something from this low frequency transmission that I want. I want to be angry at Donald Trump. I want to yell and scream and say he's bad. I hate him. You want it. And this is where we really are calling you out a little bit, because there are beings who thrive on finding a bad guy to hate. And in that hatred, you perpetuate the separation, you perpetuate war, you perpetuate sicknesses in your body, you perpetuate tiredness in your body. We want you to turn off any extraneous transmissions that are not bringing love and wisdom and education into your life. I have to listen to what's going on in the world, the ego says. I must know what's going on. It's okay to tap into some different sources of information if you can go in for a few minutes and find out, oh, there is a top level negotiation going on in between Russia and America. Interesting. Turn it off. Then you are informed. Then you are not being manipulated. Then you are not allowing your emotions to be harvested and contributing to the war machine. We've mentioned it before. Whenever you get that visceral, hateful, fearful, lusting energy going on, then you are feeding the ego's machine. And know that that is true. The designers of those systems know how you work. They know how the laws of creation work. They know what fear is. They know what love is. And they design their harvesting systems to get you in a low frequency, agitated, negative, and anxious, stress-ridden place so that you are not in the realms of love. So we call out all of you again to choose love. Turn off that which is not loving, which is not healing, which is not educating. Choose to go out in your garden and water the flowers and feed the hummingbirds and sit there and appreciate nature. Take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground. Take A Course in Miracles out with you and read some pages of that book. Take one of the books that our dear one has written and go and sit by the lake on a bench and perhaps talk to a stranger. Perhaps allow the universe to bring you the kinds of interactions that you need to have so that you can heal your own mind. Remember, trust in your life, trust in the daily experiences of people, places, and things coming right dead center to you in the physical material world. And in your mind, remember, if you are sitting on a bench and you are hating your mother in your mind, that's your work too, because she's not there. You're going and getting that memory. You're going and getting that resentment. You want it. You have chosen it. You are playing with it. You are feeding it. You are entertaining it. Why not envision something that you would like to experience in the future that is beautiful? Why not look around and express appreciation for what you already have, saying thank you for giving me this day. Thank you for allowing me to be here and experience this sunny, beautiful day and these ducks who are quacking at my feet, wanting to commune with me. Thank you for that. So this is a time for meticulousness and what we want to say, not to chastise you only, but we want to tell you that this is the most powerful time in this incarnation for you to choose which side of the fence you want to be on. This is the time when you sow the seeds for how the transformations that are coming to your planet will be experienced by you. They are not across the board the same for everybody. Just as there are natural disasters and some people's homes survive and some do not. Some people left the beach when the tsunami was coming, others did not. Why? Because they have a different guidance system, they have a different path, they have different opportunities and possibilities and probabilities. So in any event, 1,000 people will have 1,000 different experiences. And it is not up to you to decide who's right, who's good, which one is better. What it's up to you to decide is how are you going to move closer to love today? Are you going to honor yourself and say, actually, no, I don't want to go to that event. It doesn't interest me. I am not feeling it. Is it going to be you saying, wow, I'm really tired. I'm going to honor myself here and just take a little time out, a little nap in my room because I feel really, really exhausted? What are you going to choose to do today? What are you going to open to today? We want you to really understand this idea of keeping in your own lane and knowing that the people, places, and things and experiences that are meant for you, the intersections that are meant for you, will come to you. You just keep listening to your guidance. You just keep doing what it is that is feeling good to you, and the right things will happen for your education, for your expansion, for your awakening. We will speak to you again shortly.